Art to me is something that evokes an emotion.
Just a form of self-expression. It's my reaction to the world I live in.
I think it's about making stuff you think is cool.
Art is anything I think you can pull off.
As long as I can remember, I've been at least creating something in some medium.
I've been making art for about 2 years.
I guess I started making art like at the beginning of high school.
Art's always been a part of my life.
The high country of North Carolina is known for its beautiful landscapes, outdoor activities, and bluegrass music. Although one may not assume, there's a large art culture that can be found throughout the high country. One main center of this art community is in the northwest mountains of North Carolina in the town of Boone, which is home to Appalachian State University. The art community in the small town of Boone is very strong, both on and off the campus of ASU. There are 3 galleries on campus that allow the opportunity for students to display their works. Off campus, there are a number of small private and public galleries that display works from national artists, local artists, and student artists. Students in ASU's art department make up a large portion of the art community in Boone. The art department focuses on teaching students the skills they need to know for a diverse and ever-changing art world.
I think this is a great place for students to have their first introduction to what it means to be an artist in the contemporary world. What the art department is learning is that what that means is really different than what it meant even 20 years ago.
There are 3 different galleries that display art on Appalachian's campus: the Looking Glass Gallery in the Student Union, the Catherine Smith Gallery in Farthing Auditorium, and the Church and Center for the Visual Arts. Student involvement is needed in these galleries to keep them going.
Big thing that we have with students is we have a lot of student interns, curatorial assistants, research assistants, and they really help us, exhibition gallery assistants. They help us put the place together and get the things going. And also we have students who serve as our gallery ambassadors, and they help in our galleries, and they're from whatever majors on campus that they're just interested in the arts and want to help out.
The Church and Center may not always display student work, but the students are the first thing they think about when deciding to host a show.
And we always want to make sure that students here get to see the broadest range of works possible. So we want to make sure printmakers get to see a printmaking show, painters get to see a painting show, and we want to make sure that new media artists get to see new media. So we really kind of try to pay close attention to that schedule and make sure that it's different and changing.
The Student Union holds not only the Looking Glass Gallery, which is a great opportunity for students, but the building itself has 3 art collections on display.
We have the Lane Edwards collection of contemporary art, we have the Appalachian Artist Collection, and the Michael Sita Photography Collection.
The largest collection in the Student Union is the Appalachian Living Artist Collection.
It's a living collection of, as a tribute to the talent of Appalachian students. Currently we're adding to it primarily once a year. Every spring semester, the art department does their annual art expo. And we buy what we believe are some of the best works done by Appalachian students in a given year through Art Expo. It's a big exhibition in Catherine Smith Gallery in the lobby of Farthing. And so we're committed to buying pieces there every year.
The Michael Sita collection was something that the Student Union, they had Michael Sita commission photographs for the name of each room that's in the Student Union. So for example, there's a picture of rhododendron next to the rhododendron room.
The Leah Lane Edwards collection is a collection of 26 pieces that are a result of a National Purchase Award competition that the Student Union held in 1995.
The name Leah Lane Edwards comes from one of our student art curators who worked in the Student Union and helped to manage the Looking Glass Gallery. And she came up with lots of ideas to improve the collection. Leah Lane Edwards was one of those rare spirits on our campus. Everybody knew her, and died suddenly of a congenital heart defect over Christmas of her, I believe it was her junior year.
It does make the Student Union a more relaxing place, and I think it does expose people to art, even if it's subconsciously.
It's uplifting, it's interesting. You're walking down the halls and there's people to look at, there's color, there's a wide variety of art too. We have some that's more realistic art, we have some that's abstract, we have photographs, we have small pieces of art, we have big pieces of art, and always something kind of interesting.
On the first floor of the Student Union is the Looking Glass Gallery, which is the only gallery space on campus dedicated to just students.
I just felt like it was important to give student artists a chance to have a place for to show off their creative expression. And I'm really glad we did it. It's, I think, one of the coolest things about the whole building, because every time you pass it, there's a show in there done by a student artist.
What we're really looking for is a student who knows what they're doing, and as far as they can put together a cohesive body of work. It doesn't have to have all the kinks worked out. It just mainly has to show us that you have an idea, you're working through it, you're pushing your personal medium, and that you can be a professional artist. So this is an opportunity to basically get a trial run at the gallery world, where you can go through the application process, the screening process, learn how to present your work to the public.
The Catherine Smith has original exhibitions along with traveling exhibitions for students and community members to enjoy. It also hosts the Art Department's Art Expo every spring and senior art shows every semester.